Hey, how you doing? My name is Jason Atkins, and I'm the director of the OneTestPrep.com. And I wanted to make this video today because I wanted to talk to you about my social work license. Most of the conversations I have with people every single day are about their license and what it takes for us to help them pass. But this is personal. This video I've titled "My Wife Was Wrong." And that's because of a discussion that my wife and I have had about sharing this information. She felt like that as the director of a program that has had a 100% pass rate, uh, that for me to talk about failure and to talk about my own experiences of not being successful on this exam could very well lead some people to feel like this program is a failure or associate us with failure. But I contend that she's wrong, and I'd like to show you why. Before I get into my personal story of my experience with my license, I want to share something with you that you will help put this all in context. The One Test Prep is a presence on all of social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. We have a presence in all of these places, and we communicate with social workers every single day. We have over 5,000 social workers in our network and receive, countless email and text messages every single day, phone calls, and submissions to our website. And we also have, we're a member of over 400 social work groups across these platforms. So I say all that to say that we communicate with social workers every single day. In fact, I joke all the time that I am a self-proclaimed social work nerd, which, I'll wear that title. But this, so now I want to go ahead and talk about my specific situation with my license. So I want to start with explaining this. First of all, my master's license, I went and took it in, I think, '06 maybe. I graduated in '05. I failed it the first time, missed it by 1 point, went back and took it again, improved my score by 3 points, and passed. So fast forward to 2011. I went to take my clinical license exam after I had heard about a job. I interviewed for this job that was going to take me and my wife and my kids to Naples, Italy. We were super excited about the opportunity to go work at a Navy base. I had spoken with the recruiter, and we had actually completed 2 interviews. Both went very well. But a third interview, they said they'd like to fly me out to Montana on October 12th, 2011 to meet with their director, but only after I passed my clinical license. So we were communicating by email, and we were setting up the opportunity for us to come out there. All I had to do was pass the exam. So I scheduled my exam for September 24th, and I remember it clearly because it was the day before my birthday. I had big plans to have a spectacular birthday weekend, pass the exam, have a birthday celebration, and change our whole life. This plan was totally set up, ready to go. My wife, my kids, everybody was on board. We talked about changing our life, selling the house, moving to the other side of the planet, and changing everything, giving up everything so that we can make this change in our life. And the job was super fantastic. It was going to be at an American high school on the base. My job was simply to identify any of the students there who had any substance abuse issues and make a referral for them to get treatment. The pay was $75,000 a year, and they were going to pay to also move all of our belongings and a car, all expenses paid. So we were ready, and super excited. Well, I studied, I prepared, I had to drive down to Macon to get my test that day because the testing centers around Atlanta were closed. So an hour drive away, no big deal. Go down there, and I am taking my exam, and I am killing it. I'm so excited. I'm in there hitting A, B, A, C, C, B, A, D. I'm thinking, you know what? I just got like when I'm done, I'm figuring they're going to bring me out, a license with a cape on it. Because you, sir, are a super social worker. And, social work apparently is my superpower. I couldn't tell you how excited I was. But this when the air kind of came out the balloon. Because this is when they came out and I saw this word on the screen. Fail. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. This hurt me, not just because I failed. If I failed on my own, hey, I can kind of live with it. I made a mistake. I was wrong. But this didn't just cost me. This cost my family. This cost my children. This cost my integrity, and because I basically broke my word. I told them I would change their lives, and I failed. I failed them. And that hurt on a really deeply personal level. One that still hurts me today, even talking about it. And it took me a while to pick myself back up. But we all know that ASWB makes you wait 90 days before you can take the test again. So 90 days after September 24th is December 24th. Well, nobody's taking the exam on that day. That's Christmas Eve. So my family's not going for that. So I knew I had to wait till after the holidays to take the exam. The job did tell me they would still give me another opportunity if I would just, pass. So I was excited. I had another chance. So this time I called up this program here in Atlanta that offers workshops. And I signed up and I said to myself, we all know that the definition of insanity is to continue doing the same things expecting different results. Well, for me, I had to try something different in order to get something different. So I signed up for this workshop. I attended it. It was a 2-day workshop, and it was amazing. The lady who led it had, so much information, and she was so knowledgeable and so helpful that I felt empowered. I'd been opened up to new information that I had not seen before. She taught us all about how the exam includes KSAs, they're testing you for your knowledge and skills and abilities. And she taught us about reasoning items and application items and recall items. And, it was an eye-opening experience. But at the end of the 2 days, I said, well, thank you. That was great. But I need more help. I'd scheduled my retake of the exam for March 30th, 2012. I'd taken her program in February. I figured I'd give myself about 30 days to kind of work through, this new information and be prepared for the exam. So I said, I need help. And I said, listen, you're a therapist. Whatever your rate is for therapy, I'll pay you, that same hourly rate if you'll just tutor me one-on-one. I need more help. She said, well, I have to give you 2 answers to that question. She said, number 1, I get that question all the time. And number 2, sorry, I can't help you. And she turned her back and walked away. And that was the most chilling moment of this whole process for me. That was the most unsocial work thing I thought that she could ever do. But it was a wake-up call. It told me I have to be responsible for it myself because there was nothing else out there that I could find that was going to give me the help that I needed. So I decided to make a change. And everything that I did different is now built into this program. So when I went back and took the exam the second time, March 30th, 2012, these were my results. I'd actually improved my score by 18 points, and I couldn't be more happy about the results of my exam. I was humbled, I was excited, I was elated, I probably did a little dance, screamed, it was just the best thing ever. And to become a clinical social worker was, a fulfillment of something that clearly I had made, like I said, as a promise, not just to myself, but to my family. And that was just powerful. So the woman who runs the workshop, she sends out email and announces whenever someone passes. And so she sent that email out, and within a day, my email kind of looked like this. I got bombarded with people calling, emailing, texting, everything they could. Jason, can you show me what you did to improve your score by 18 points? I mean, in the state of Georgia, I was told at that time, some kind of a record for improvement between exams. And it was just profound. And so, of course, we're social workers, we're helpers. So I helped. I helped anybody who asked for it. But, excuse me, let's not forget about Naples, because the job was still on the table. And to make matters even more exciting, my wife and I actually reached out to House Hunters International. And we said, hey, we're moving, right? And we would like to be a part of the show. It's one of our favorite shows. Why not, have a film crew, record it, and let's make it happen, right? I mean, we're going to change our life and go live, here. Yeah, we want that on video. However, I learned something different when I contacted the recruiter again. He let me know that at that point, the calendar year had changed. When I started this thing in 2011, the requirement was just the clinical license, and you could be working toward substance abuse certification. 2012, you have to have the clinical license and have the substance abuse certification. I don't have a substance abuse certification. I was out. But I have to tell you that I'm so excited and so proud to do what I do today. Our program, the OneTestPrep.com, has now continued to reach social workers around the world, 35 states and 4 countries. We have trained social workers to, get licensed, and through multiple methods. We have the comprehensive self-guided system and the workshops and tutoring and our live courses. And we have totally evolved our program over time. But the best part for me is the opportunity to help each and every one of you, because you're a social worker, and if you've been through what I've been through, you know what this feels like. It hurts. But I'm very grateful and very proud to be able to connect with each of you. And that's something that we feel like makes a difference between our program and any of the others out there. We provide a level of support and a level of connection and a level of authenticity that you just don't find anywhere else. And with that, thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to hopefully helping you one day, to see the word pass on your results. And even more, I'd love to help you become a better social worker. So thank you. Have a good evening.